yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Well, I thought since everybody enjoyed the last dance performance, you know, we really weren't celebrating last time. But now we are. So I figured, why not break out a few more dance moves? So, Soulja Boy, tell him, right? Remember we did that video? Remember Soulja Boy's tweets? Remember him calling people names, telling them that he was untouchable, that he was Teflon, right? What happened? Seems to me that the pressure has gotten to old Soulja. Looks like he couldn't handle it, right? My fake consoles, you know, and you did. You sold quite a few units. You ripped a lot of people off. You misled a lot of, you know, unwise, ignorant buyers. You also, you know, some people couldn't help themselves. They bought the consoles anyway to make a point, to try to show, you know, how shitty they were. I don't agree with those people, but the pressure got to you. And isn't that just like justice being served in probably the most gratifying way possible, right? You know, he talked the big game. He said all these things to all different people, had choice words for them, you know, basically, you know, told people, you know, that you know, can't even repeat it here, God forbid. And, you know, what happens? He has no choice but to take the consoles down off of his website because Nintendo was closing in on him. I mean, he was going to get hit with a huge fucking lawsuit. I mean, you know, like we talked about, that when we talked about that couple that got sued for the $12.2 million, and they lost. And they lost in a really horrifying matter. Like, you know, we're talking about just a normal everyday couple that doesn't have anywhere close to that money being responsible because they broke the law and they ran a ROM site. Now, Soulja could have been facing the same thing, and he might have been able to pay it a bit more, but that's a pretty big chunk of change. And, you know, he could have possibly paid more because the difference is, it's, you know, that's ROMs on the site. They weren't selling anything. Soulja was selling something. Now, I think it's very interesting how he was selling these things and how he's still not being held responsible for it. Because I don't even know if they were issued a warning, you know, when it comes to the ROM sites, but with Soulja, like, this is what kind of bothers me a little bit about it. How come that couple, you know, they were used as an example, it seems, but why couldn't Nintendo still pursue some type of, you know, class action lawsuit against them? I mean, you still have all these people who have these consoles with all the ROMs on it. I understand that now he's going to stop, but shouldn't he still be held responsible for all that? Well, I don't know. I guess that's just how things are. You know, not everything is fair. But, you know, overall, it's just kind of funny. You know, I was kind of hoping that this was kind of going to go to court and that we were going to have a little bit more to talk about, you know, as the weeks and the months went by, and, you know, Soulja Boy versus Nintendo. But it seems like it's pretty much over before it even started. And, you know, now Soulja's there with his fucking foot in his mouth, backing away like the loser that he is. And, you know, you just look at the whole legacy that he has of tweets on Twitter. And now he's just basically sitting there and he has nothing to show for it. You know, it's one thing, like, if he was still able to keep on with his consoles, he could have said, oh, you know, fuck the haters and everything, and still stood on top of the mountain. but he can't say that anymore. Now he has to sit there and hang his head in shame, as now he has to walk by the same people he did. You know, it really is. It's kind of like, think about somebody who's getting ready to play a big, you know, college game. You know, you talk about how much you're going to beat the other team, you know, and how you're going to be triumphant, how the other team is losers. And then all of a sudden, you lose the game and everything. You blow it for your team. And then you have to go back and see your classmates in college, you know, your same teammates in the locker room. You know, it's pretty embarrassing. You know, you acted all macho. You acted, you know, so confident, and, you know, you sang your own praises. You tooted your own horn. And now you're going to have to come back into the Twitterverse. And you have to, you know, hang your head in shame. And you have to accept the loss. Accept the shame that you couldn't handle Nintendo. You thought you were bigger than Nintendo. It was foolish to even think that in the first place. But now you realize that you already conceded defeat before, you know, things didn't even get that drastic. It's like you had a moment to think. Perhaps there was an email sent or another letter sent to Soulja that made him think twice about, you know, going further with his endeavors in the console market, in the fake console market. So it's over, guys. You know, what more can we really say? Soulja Boy, you lose. The winner, Nintendo. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit a thumbs down. I don't know why you would, unless you're, you know, very sad about Soulja losing here. I mean, besides the fact that it probably would have been fun to see, you know, Soulja lose a court case against Nintendo. You know, we're not going to be able to get to see that. But anyway, guys, subscribe if you're not already. Click the bell so you get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. Check out some of the content I have posted here. And thank you for watching, guys. Until next time.